will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Despite there have been a lot of manifestation and protests against racism, Black people still have suffered discrimination in most aspects of their life, from job opportunities to intolerant people who insult them on the street. The speech of Martin Luther King is about this. He emphasized his speech that despite the time that has passed, racism doesn't decrease, instead of increase.
In this part of the speech, Luther King set out his points concerning the battle against racism, a battle that been taught since the Civil War. Black people to the time were always treated as inferior beings. White people were the main oppressors of the black people, using the argument that the United States is a white nation, so black people will be stained of the reputation of this great nation. Luther King argues that the government must be raised in peaceful but forceful way, which until a complete rejection of white people, produce a battle for the black rights against reputation of white people.
Following the idea of what my classmate Manuel was saying, in this part of the speech, Martin Luther King is talking about how he dreamed of an equal nation, an equal America where people are not being oppressed or judged by their skin color. He dreams with a nation where everybody is treated equal. This is such a powerful speech because he doesn't only speak for the freedom of the black community but also to the white oppressor.
In the final part of the text I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King, he specifies and dedicates all the final words in the union of a lot of sculptors that live in the United States. Also, I Have a Dream hide a like expectancy by Martin Luther King, because he knows that the rising in the United States keep out the human rights around the years, and create a fake society based on appearance and injustice. For this reason, he summoned all looks in the United States with the goal that everybody set aside their differences and help to build a better country for another cultures. Martin Luther King said the final words with a stronger religious stance because he is a person quite devout to God, and believed that with his stronger he tried to change the world, idea that none of they believe and transforms made a lot of people and around the world.